they're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
The 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Myers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
38-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, front left, front left. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike's 59, Mike's 59. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Cardinals 7. Jason Myers.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
By Jordan Brooks. It's a gain of 5.
To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left.
37-yard line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Fitzgerald.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On second down now. It's Drake. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
On third down, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
He's across mid
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Arizona.
Now on first down, Drake again. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
K.J. Wright.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already. This game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Murray now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. First down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Seahawks 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
59, mark, one left. Let's go. Tempo.
Throwing again. Wilson. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. 62 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Seahawks 22. Jason Myers.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Murray now. That ball complete to Isabella.
Murray's pass.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff for Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks' 39-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Drake. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Murray. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
22.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.